Xabi Alonso is cooking up something special at Real Madrid. He managed to top the group, winning 2, drawing 1, and qualifying them for the round of 16 of the Club World Cup. We kicked off our campaign against Al Hilal. Going into the match, we knew that Al Hilal was going to be a very difficult opponent. They had a bunch of European stars, and honestly, their team could challenge in the Champions League. So we could not go into this match thinking that it was going to be an easy game. We opened up the scoring through Gonzalo Garcia. However, there were many moments throughout the match where they dominated us. I will put my hands up and say they were dominating us. It was as if the team was playing like Ancelotti was still the manager. And that's not a bad thing. Xabi Alonso had a very limited amount of time to work with these players. Unfortunately, as the game progressed, Al Hilal managed to tie the game 1-1. However, we had one last opportunity at the dying moments of the game. We earn a penalty. Valverde steps up, and unfortunately, he misses. But what can you do? A 1-1 draw, better than a loss. Now, onto the second game against Pachuca. The Mexican side, we knew that they were going to be a much easier team compared to Al Hilal. With all due respect to Pachuca, it's just Al Hilal is a step above them. They are a level ahead of them. And throughout the match, we saw them. We saw a team who was more comfortable on the ball. This seemed more like they were starting to get the hang of Xabi Alonso's ideas. We saw a Dean that was much more confident on the ball. We saw that in the Al Hilal match, but we were seeing it more against Pachuca. He seemed more comfortable. Unfortunately, Raúl Asensio gets a red card early on, and that leaves us down to 10 men. In the first half, we're able to see Real Madrid getting a lot of chances, getting those attacks, and it pays off, getting 2 goals in the first half thanks to Arda Güler and Jude Bellingham. In the second half, Valverde adds a third, and it is easy sailing from then. We're thinking we're going to cruise to a very nice victory, get a few more goals. Thanks to Courtois, Pachuca is still not able to score. However, in the 80th minute, Pachuca finally gets one back. They make it 3-1, and the game ends like that. To the match against RB Salzburg, a win would have reinforced and backed Xabi Alonso's idea for his team. It would have been such a morale boost. And the team started off well. We had chances. Vinny was looking very dangerous on the ball. And in the first half, he ends up opening up the scoring an amazing goal. Minutes later, Fede Valverde doubles the lead. In the second half, close to the end of the game, Gonzalo Garcia is through on goal, and he scores, sealing up an amazing group stage performance. RB Salzburg had really no answer to our goals. They really didn't seem all that threatening to the defense, to Courtois. Positioning, they knew what they were doing. They knew where they needed to be. This match looked more like a 3 at the back formation, and with wingbacks, Fran Garcia and Trent Alexander-Arnold playing in those positions, and we know Xabi Alonso loved to run that formation with wingbacks during his time at Bayer Leverkusen. And with that victory, it meant we topped the group with 7 points, scoring 7 goals, conceding 2, with a goal difference of 5. Some key takeaways from the 3 group stage matches is I feel like the defense needs a little bit more work. Raúl Asensio has shown that his inexperience, that his decision making needs more work. There is a good player in there, however he needs to improve in those areas. And as I mentioned before, Gonzalo Garcia is another one of the high points of this tournament so far. He is Endrick's competition. Both of them are fighting for that substitute striker spot. And if in these next matches he performs well enough, that might mean the end of Endrick. Xabi Alonso has also come out and said that he admires Gonzalo, that he reminds him of Raúl. Now, even though Gonzalo Garcia has been playing well, and I do believe that he should continue this tournament being the starting striker, I want to see how Mbappe plays in this setup with the team. I want to see how he plays with Vinny. Because like I said, Xabi Alonso has a very big task on his hands. He has to find a way for Vinny and Mbappe to play together. They have to have that 5-star connection. One of the worries that I had before the start of this tournament was the left back position. However, Fran Garcia has absolutely put me at ease. His performance so far has been amazing. I feel more confident going into this upcoming season, knowing that we can rely on Fran Garcia. Last season, we couldn't rely on Mendy, couldn't rely on Fran Garcia. But if he keeps his level up, I know he will be a very good asset to Xabi Alonso. And now Xabi Alonso will face probably one of his biggest tests. He will face off against Juventus in the round of 16, a big European team. However, they did lose to Man City in their last group stage match 5-2, so morale-wise, they will be coming into this match a little bit down. What do you guys think of Real Madrid's group stage performance? Is there any changes you guys would like to see in the starting 11? Let me know down below. HALA Madrid!